Hey up everyone, my name is Joshua Morrison, director of Johnny Moz's Lessons in Confidence, and I'm very proud to say that we have completed both day 4 and day 5 of filming. But for this video we're going to focus specifically on day 4 because I want to do one video for each thing. Sorry about 1, the change in lighting, 2, the fact that my phone is here, 3, the dip in quality in the camera. These are all things that I'm going to get into that aren't necessarily related to day 4, but are surrounding everything. Because when you are making a film, when you are the director and it's your vision, blah, 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 and you're, grassroots, you're just doing everything yourself and getting all the resources on your own, it's very easy to let the film overtake your actual life, right? So I've paused my freelance work for a bit. I've sort of saved up enough that I can just do the film and do these videos for a little bit. So that's kind of why I'm able to pump out so many at the moment. I had a backlog for a little bit. I had a brief backlog, but my backlog is gone because oh man, I had the best day of my fucking life. I'm probably not even meant to swear this early on in the video, but I don't give a monkeys. I thought about saying shit, but it felt like it didn't, because the joke would have been like, oh, he swore. Even like, what kind of joke is that? Oh, I need to get myself a BBFC 15 certificate, all right? So yeah, as you can tell, I've got a bit of a spring in my step. Yeah, it's just been like fun, when this is the thing about life when I've done videos about this. Finally, I've actually practiced what I preached for about a week and a bit. It felt like I was just making these videos and I just lived to make these videos, but now I actually have a life. So that's actually kind of sick. That's kind of nice. Yeah. And anyway, with the film, with regards to the film, we went on Wednesday. I'm filming this on Sunday evening. Everything has just gone fucking haywire, all right? So I'm very behind on my little to-do list. I've got well, it's a little to-do, it's a fucking long to-do list, I'll give you that. It's a long to-do list. Basically, step 1, make the film. Step 2, make these videos. And then each of those has many substacks in them. Oh, and 3, general life stuff. See, that's what I was talking about when it comes to you being yourself and not letting the film overtake. I will actually do a video about that once I've figured out some thoughts on it along the way, and also a video about why I actually do these videos in the first place, what I hope to gain, why I think that people deserve or have just some interest in watching them. I don't know. I am a little bit all over the place with this video. I have been a little bit all over the place with the filming on day 5. And you know what? I don't give a shit. This is about day 5 as well. So I haven't even. It's been 3.5 minutes, and I have not explained a single solitary thing that's happened in this film. So what I'm gonna do, and I should probably not have the Rode fucking lamp mic right there, but I also shouldn't have it out on this. Oh my god! I have 2% left on this battery. That's the conflict point for this one. Okay, this has a 2% battery life on it, and I can't be bothered to get a backup. I could technically possibly plug it into the laptop, but I don't really want to. So anyway, where was I? Where's Johnny Moz's 4th lesson in confidence? I like doing it in this format. Each version. Right, so we went to Kingston, okay? We went to Kingston on Wednesday with John Henry and Kimberly, and they were absolutely fucking amazing. And we filmed a very simple scene with this is now John Henry playing a different character. I thought it'd be kind of fun to have one actor play a couple different roles without it getting too overboard, because I wanted these two to be extremely different in what they are, who these people are, and that kind of thing. Like, this can't be Leo Mickens, which is John Henry's role from day 1. If you watch the day 1 video, you'll hear more about that. So do I actually have this on here? Because that'd be very convenient. Yes, I do. Right. So apologies about the edit. The edit isn't amazing, I'm aware. I was meant to, on my to-do list, I was meant to sort out a big load of editing. I was meant to sync everything up, which I did do. And then I also need to do the actual edit itself, and as in tighten things up, make it smooth, make sure that there's no like bumps and, you know, not continuity errors, but like awkward cuts and stuff like that. So there's a lot of that kind of thing, particularly in this scene, because I really just did not. I'm rushing everything now because I've put myself behind. If you slip, right? If you watch, I'm not going to talk about other videos. I'm not going to presume you've seen the other videos, but basically, this video is a fucking mess. This is a mess, and now the conflict of the video is cleaning up the narrative. Let's turn this into a narrative. All right. So here we are. Do you see that? This is Kingston upon Thames in Kingston, London, UK, England, Earth. So this is Blind John Henry, and do you notice, by the way? Did you see it? 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 Look. If you're in the film, if you're watching this, you're in the film world. You're probably making a film of your own, right? And yeah. So, did you see what I did? Did you see what I did? I did it on purpose. It wasn't an accident. I did this on purpose, deliberately. I broke the 180-degree line. All right. Why did I break the 180-degree line? Because it's representing a change in him. So before, his mindset in this scene was just, need to cross the road, need to go home. Now he's been distracted. He's been distracted by a thing. What is that thing? That's what that cut asks, okay? Then this cut answers that question. Blind John Henry is playing the guitar, the blues. I don't know what accent that is. So yeah, he's playing the guitar. He's having a laugh. He's having fun with it. And he's got cataract glasses on, so he's proper blind, right? Not in real life, obviously, but so Johnny Morza kind of comes up and he's kind of enjoying it, right? And we got a load of this. These are all real people, obviously, in the background. We were filming in a pub. Technically, we were actually just about on private property. This here is all private property, and then where John Henry is on private property, but I'm not. Okay, I'm on public land. I'm on council-owned estate. He is on, it's like a shopping centre sort of thing. And yeah, he was just about on it, and the Kimberly with the camera was just about on that property line. The manager of the entire place came up and he was like, "Oh, so could I just ask what you're filming?" And I was like, okay. I didn't actually clock that it was like a manager or something, because he kind of sounded just more interested rather than like accusatory. He was very nice person. He let us finish up what we were doing. He said we could have stayed there as long as we wanted, as long as we weren't getting in people's way, which I don't think we were. Yeah, he said that we could just stay there as long as we wanted. And I told him, well, this is kind of our last shot anyway. We'll be out of your hair anyway, so you know, don't worry too much about us. And I told him a bit about the film. He said, "Oh, that sounds interesting. I'll have to check it out when it comes out." And then I said, "Oh yeah, I'll send it to you." And then he walked off, and I realised that I have no way of sending it to him. Like, I don't even know what the shopping centre is called. I mean, what am I going to do? Am I going to go on Google Maps, try and find the name of the shopping centre, find the contact details, and then send an email, which will go to like a secretary or like an assistant or a receptionist or something, and then they forward it on? It's not going to happen, you know? So he probably doesn't care that much anyway. So then there's this wee little sequence of he's trying to work out if he's blind. So we got like these. I like these shots. They're really cool. I made a point to have a tiny bit of movement with my ones as I'm sort of doing a bit of that, because I know I've said in the past that this is all about movement, and I want to have very little movement. I want everything to play out from like these kind of shots. I want everything to play out in the theatrics, which I do. And I think as I've been doing more of it, I've found fun little ways of twisting that and emphasizing certain moments, and that's where the fun comes in. That's where you get the enjoyment. So you get a lot of satisfaction doing that kind of thing. Now, day 5 is where everything kind of fell apart. Not because the footage doesn't look amazing, right? And not because I didn't have an amazing time with Hadid and Oleg filming this incredible fake gig scene, which I don't actually have footage for. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the beginning. So we're basically refilming this stuff because I want it to be a bit more of a dreamlike sequence. I think I came out with this and I kind of thought, I don't know. One, I wasn't happy with my performance on this day, partially because of the amp and partially because I, in a nervous wreck, kind of forgot half the lyrics. I don't know how some of these people at these open mics just remember. I saw someone once do an acoustic version of Lose Yourself by Eminem. And he did the first verse and I was like, okay, he's probably only going to do like a mini bit of it just to sort of show off. And then he did the second verse and I was like, okay, he's not going to do the third verse. And he did the bastard in third verse and I went up to him and was like, so how do you remember all those words? And he was like, I just know them. Just made it sound like it was just piss easy. And I was like, you can't just say that. You cannot just say, oh yeah, I just did it. Oh yeah, how did you solve the Enigma code? Oh, just did it. How did you sort the theory of relativity out? Just did it. That might as well be what it's like to me. I can sort of, if you're looking at a thing, if you know a line is, I saw you walk into the sea and then you were so pleased. I can know if it says, I saw, then I know how to say at least that rest of it, but it's putting those in the order as well. Like the amount of times, because I tend to have like choruses that have slightly different wordings, the amount of times that I've just fucked that up and do the second chorus for the first and vice versa, and then you kind of have to intermix the lines from both and try and make rhymes work in the moment. Yeah, so we did all this crazy stuff at Warren Farm, which is an amazingly beautiful place. I've got 1% of battery left, so we have to be quick. So we went there and we set up a big red curtain that I've got, which you've seen in some videos possibly, in the background, up against the wall. We gaffer taped it to the top of a building, and this is one reason why I like to be my own actor for this film, for the purposes of this film, is because, and this is something that your film school will look down at you on. I don't need to care about the health and safety because it's only me, right? If I fall off that building, what am I going to do? I'm going to sue myself. Or am I going to am I going to sue myself? Just repeat the joke there. And, I can actually go up there and climb stuff. If I had to work with an actor, the amount of extra hassle, one, getting them to the location, two, making sure that they got a free day, along with, corresponding with everyone else, that would all kind of come together. And it would just sort of, it'd be a pain in the neck, it would be a pain in the ass, and I wouldn't be able to be as free to do stuff in the scrappy kind of DIY kind of way that I really wanted to do for this film. Because I've done the professional sets, I've done everything by the book. Fuck the book, right? I don't want to read another book, I want to see a film. That's the point. Don't understand the analogy there, but you right. So to think of it like this, imagine that you are a film director, you've got an actor, you've got a producer, you've got a director, you've got assistant director, you've got a cameraman, DOP, sound assistant, sound mixer, boom operator, gaffer, runners, lighting tech, COVID marshals, apparently, extras, more actors, location managers. You've got all of these things. There's insurance, there's release forms, there's location release forms, there's registers for who's sort of coming around, there's call sheets for every single day, and then you've got editors and Foley artists, and that's not the thing I'm trying to think of. The guy that does the editing on the day, I can't remember the name of him, although he is quite a useful thing to have on set. But if you have all of this stuff, the amount, it's like buying like an F1 car from the 1950s. It might be really nice. It might be a really nice car. But one, it's fucking expensive. And two, it doesn't have anywhere near the amount of features or capacity for speed or acceleration or fuel efficiency as a brand new Toyota Prius. So why would you get it? Is what I kind of think about this sort of thing. Why would you get the F1 car? Just because it's cool? Because it's, I want to say bigger, but that's fucking up with the analogy. But you get my point, right? This is why I wanted to take things back. I wanted to take things in my own direction and make the film that I wanted to make in the smallest scale. So I made sure to have a story that could be told in a small scale with people that can work around, like I can work around everything. If a day comes out differently to my vision, I can adjust to the vision because I've developed a simple plot structure that everything can work around. Everything is really simple in this film compared to other films where you make everything so complicated, you put yourself in a corner. And if you get cornered and you can't get out, and you can't, I don't know, if you're surrounded, like when you say you're cornered, it's like you're fighting off like demons and that, right? So you can't fight them all off. You can't fight off all these tasks, and the tasks overwhelm you and swamp you down, right? And then bam, all your creativity's gone, your vision gone, and it's meaningless. And now you're gonna have to sit there and explain to the audience what your film actually means. So you can't do that. So yeah, ran over. I'm trying to think how to actually include something that's useful in any capacity, because I don't think this video has been particularly useful. I think if there's anything to take away from this, it's that it's not always going to go perfectly, right? And I don't mean that about day 4 or day 5. I mean more about myself in general, because now I think I realized that I was just emphasizing just doing the film rather than having a balance with life and having a fulfilling life on top of that. And it is fulfilling doing this sort of stuff, but it's fulfilling in a business, like productivity way, let's say, not a business way, a productivity way. But you also need like your own personality and your own hobbies. And this is going to be a topic for another day, is don't let your film, your project, your art overwhelm your individuality and your own personality and who you are. And let yourself just become a conduit for a piece of work that is people are going to watch for like maybe 90 minutes at best, unless it's a really long film, and then it's just whatever length is the best. But they're not going to watch all of it most likely. They're probably going to watch like a little bit of it, or most people will. And you know, don't sacrifice your own mental well-being for the potential. Oh bloody hell, that's a giant spider. Hello, how you doing? How you doing, homeboy? I need to stop saying that. I for some reason have picked that saying up, saying a word. I really want to take that spider and show him off to you. How can I do that? Maybe this? Right. It's not going to work, I know, but come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's cats, isn't it? Come on. Come on, you're so big. I want to show you to the camera. There's an audience here. There's probably some insect lovers among the audience. Hey, yo, Samuel the spider. It's not your name, is it? It's another name. Sarah the spider. Hang on. No, the abdomen's quite small. Stuart the spider. Ah, there's a ring to it actually. Stuart the spider. Yeah. Hey up, Stuart. You look like you've got 10 legs rather than 8. Also, I kind of want to get rid of you. Come on. No, don't you go on my tripod and then I end up dragging you inside. You're just way too fast. I just want to show him off. Fuck it. Do you want to get out? Right. I've just opened the door for a spider to make his graceful exit. And yeah, I think with that mini action scene, I don't think you could actually see. Oh yeah, by the way, the reason that this looks a bit lower quality is because I'm filming this on my second camera body rather than my primary one. So normally I use a Canon C100. At the moment, the screw thing on the bottom has what's it called? You know when the inside of a screw, you're trying to screw something in. It's threaded. It's threaded. That's it. I've threaded it. So yeah, I can't really put it on the tripod anymore, and I am very fucking exhausted. That's hence the strange, complete incoherence of this video. But I hope through the incoherence you can at least get some idea on what is going on with regards to the film, why the film exists, and why I actually want to make it. And I feel like the lesson to take away from this is use the life that you have, because you only have one life, use that to create art, but don't live to create art. Live for life and let the art enhance that, is how I would put it. I think with that, thank you very much for watching. I apologise for the incoherence of this video and probably the other one that I'm going to be uploading tonight. I need to upload 2. It's currently 8:09 p.m. and I need to upload 2 videos by midnight. So, well, I don't need to, I just want to. But, yeah, thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you again with the next video update, which will be sooner rather than later, actually, because day 6 is going to be tomorrow. That sounded pained. I think I need to take next week to maybe backlog a few videos, work on the edit, not focus so much on doing the filming side of things, and just live my own life for myself and the people that I care about, rather than developing this incessant parasocial relationship with the audience. Hence why I've also stopped responding to as many comments. I will get back into that, by the way. I do want to keep up the responding to comments thing and like bringing on what people say into the videos and stuff like that. The only reason I haven't is just because, you know, I filmed 4 days. So I filmed 3 days in 1 week and done a lot of editing, done 2 videos. I feel like almost doing the videos as a response as well. Yeah, but yeah, sorry about the fact that this video is just a total mess, but I hope through the mess you can see, because do you know what? It's like if you see a YouTuber, right, who's got, say, like a really messy room in the background, right, it kind of makes you feel better about yourself, because you're like, oh, fuck, we're all a bit damaged and a bit, like, we're not all perfect, you know, that kind of thing. Hey, he's leaving. Go on, Stewie the spider! It's not very useful. Oh, he's not going. He's trying to get under a tarp thing. So, great. Anyway, you don't even know who Stuart the Spider is, but he's a new channel mascot. Yeah, so that's the video. What a mess that was. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. That's about the 4th time I've said that now. Bye. 5.